Scene 1. Opening. Council chamber. Interior, night. A vast chamber hums with dim light. Alien delegates from dozens of worlds sit in semicircles, eyes fixed on holographic displays. Their faces show curiosity but remain calm. The atmosphere is formal. Somewhere near the ceiling, a recorded human voice begins to play. Human voice, recorded, echoing. If you corner a human, just don't. The recording ends. A pause. Then, murmurs ripple through the chamber. Narrator, voiceover. The Galactic Council met in secret tonight. Their goal, debate the rising threat from Earth known as humanity. Most delegates believed the warning meant, don't threaten Earth too much, but only one voice trembled with real fear. Scene 2. Commander Varex's warning at the center of the chamber. Commander Varex, an alien with pale blue skin and narrow eyes, stood. His hands shook as he pressed the holopad, replaying the clip. Varex, quiet, urgent. You don't understand. I saw what happened at Outpost Theta. They didn't break. We did. For a moment, the chamber fell completely still. Narrator. Voiceover. Varex had served at Theta 4. He led a peace mission. It ended in disaster. His warning was no guess. It was nightmare made real. Scene 3. Flashback to Outpost Theta. Narrator. Voiceover. 2 years ago, at Theta 4, humans were cornered. A small alien outpost stood moonlit and quiet. Human soldiers arrived, unarmed. They asked for an alliance. A hostile faction within the council launched a strike. Explosions ripped through the base. Alien defenders tried to retreat. They expected humans to run or beg. But humans fought back through plumes of smoke. A human captain appeared. He carried nothing but a scorched flag and a broken wrist. His men were dead or captured. He raised that flag and said, "You can't cage what's already free." Varex survived. He returned home in silence. He did not speak till now. Scene 4. Council reaction back in the chamber. A tall green Barorian delegate leaned forward. Barorian delegate, curious. Commander Varex. You say the humans pushed back, but why no retaliation since? Why have we not seen human war fleets? Varex's eyes flickered. Varex, soft. They adapted. They vanished in the minefields. They left us trembling in the dark. A second alien. A three-eyed diplomat, studied Varex. Diplomat, careful. You are saying the humans retreated, not because they lost, but because they chose to? Varex nodded. The diplomat sat back, troubled. Scene 5. Debate begins. The council president, a tall, silver-antennaed elder from Delther, took the podium. President. Esteemed delegates, we acknowledge Commander Varex's account. But the humans' Earth remain unchallenged. They show no hostility, no fleets, no messages. His voice echoed. President, cunt. We propose a measured response. Isolate Earth, cut communications, block their trade routes, pressure them to submit to council oversight. Murmurs of agreement. Many delegates believed disregard would signal weakness. The Barorian delegate rose. Barorian delegate, skeptical. What if the humans haven't responded because they don't feel threatened yet? Isolation could be interpreted as war. The president waved dismissively. President, they already know we exist. They trade with dozens of systems. We act now quietly. Scene 6. Varex's final plea. Commander Varex, step forward again. Varex, pleading. This will corner them. Let me be clear. Humans don't corner, not without reaction. An officer near the front whispered to a companion, he's gone. Mad, he's lost crew. The companion nodded slowly, doubt in his eyes. The president paused, then spoke. President, calm. We appreciate Commander Varex's service. But the council's decision stands. We must contain Earth. He called the vote. A green glow spread across the chamber as shimmering vote tokens locked into agree. Varex watched. Only he voted against the motion. Scene 7. Fleet deployment narrator. Voiceover. The vote passed. Unseen by Earth, fleets began to gather far across the galaxy. Alien shipyards worked day and night. Crewed vessels loaded blockade weapons. Communication nodes targeted Earth's relay networks. Contact to neighboring star systems would soon be cut, but not without human notice. Scene 8. Human Admiral's POV deep in a hidden military bunker on Earth. Admiral Lisa Gray studied incoming readings. She was human, early 40s, calm under pressure. Admiral Gray, quietly to herself. They're lining up, not attacking yet. Blockade, economic, psychological. She tapped a screen. Admiral Gray, intercom. Status? A voice crackled. Back. Lieutenant, overcome. All fleets in position. Cloaked and ready. Communications jam in progress. They're moving fast. Admiral Gray closed her eyes for a moment. Admiral Gray, soft smile. Good. Let them come. We'll be ready. Scene 9. Hook sequence 5-7 minutes. Start. The human voice warns. Council reactions, curiosity, laughter, tension. Flashback. Outpost Theta chaos. A lone captain raising the flag. Silence broken by gunfire. A single whisper. You can't cage what's already free. Council debate. Heightened pacing. Quick cuts. Varex's hands trembling. Delegates whispering. Projection screens flashing. Bottom line. Council decides to isolate Earth. Varex alone stands against them. He warns, don't corner them. End hook. Admiral Gray in bunker. She watches fleets gather. She knows challenge has come. Narrator, voiceover, cuts in just before the 7-minute mark. They have no idea what is coming. Sound cue, deep hum, metallic clanks, heartbeat. Fade to black. Scene 10. After hook. Building suspense narrator, voiceover. The council believed humanity would fold. They were wrong. Silence fell across Earth's star lanes. Alien fleets held back, not advancing, just waiting. Traitors whispered. That war was near. Scientists lost contact with Mars colonies. Galactic alliances broke off trade. Panic bloomed. Humans? They prepared. Scene 11. Varex alone back in the council chambers. Once the vote ended, Commander Varex remained after others left. He stared at holoscreens showing Earth's flag. Varex, softly to himself, I will not rest until I know what they will do. He closed his eyes and left. Footsteps echoing. The chamber emptied. Scene 12. Admiral Gray's team in Earth's bunker. Admiral Gray addressed her senior staff, a mix of human and alien advisors. Gray. Council wants us isolated. We expected a blockade. What they expect is our surrender. She paced. Gray, can too. We won't surrender. We will adapt. We will find allies. We will push back if we need to. She locked eyes with her second in command, Commander Raj Malhotra. Malhotra, yes ma'am. Gray, quiet grin. God help them if they try to cage us. Scene 13. Council press room, a smaller chamber. Council president faced them. President, recording to news feeds. Citizens of the council, we announce strategic isolation of Earth. This is a peaceful containment. We urge Earth to submit. Cut to alien news anchor. Earth's lies about self-defense won't stand. The council acts for peace in the galaxy. But viewers everywhere notice the tone. Firm, cold. Final, scene 14. Rebel journalist in a shabby newsroom on a neutral moon. A lone alien journalist replayed the president's message. She shook her head. Journalist, quiet to camera. They say peaceful isolation. If you corner something that's not a prize, you risk it breaking. She rewound footage of Varex, recorded in secret. Journalist, voice low. This man already lost everything. If he's afraid of Earth, that tells you everything. She prepared a secret transmission. Journalist, soft. Something is wrong. Scene 15. Cliffhanger ending narrator, voiceover. In silent orbit, alien fleets watched Earth. The Council believed they had conceded the high ground. Cut to Admiral Gray again, deep in thought. She tapped on her wrist console. A holo flashed. Fleet status, 100% ready. A beat of silence said Admiral Gray, under her breath. They have no idea. Final shot. A wide space view Earth, under the watch of hundreds of ships. Lights shimmer. Engine hum grows louder. Fade out. Text on screen, ominous. Never corner a human. Scene 1. Alien patrol ship. Orbiting a dead relay station, the alien ship Sirotha glides through space, silent and smooth. Inside, 4 crew. Members scan the remains of a communication relay once linked to Earth's trading system. Now it's dead. No power, no signal. Just floating debris. Zern, alien technician. There's no damage. No signs of attack. It just shut down. Captain Merrick, calm, confused. Scan deeper. Check the core. Zern nods, but the readings make no sense. Zern. There's no malfunction, no sabotage. It was shut off by command code. The crew. Exchange glances. Who had access to the code? Only high-level Council engineers. Or Earth. Scene 2. Council intelligence room, a large circular room. Screens blink, showing red offline marks across a map of Council-controlled space. Dozens of small systems near Earth have gone dark. Narrator. No battles. No transmissions. No threats. Just silence. The kind that feels. Wrong. Intelligence officer. We're losing communication nodes. Outposts near the edge aren't responding. No sign of damage, sir. Commander Thelks, narrow-eyed, annoyed. Are the humans attacking? Officer, quiet. No, at least, not like we expected. Scene 3, Earth HQ. Hidden command center deep beneath Greenland's ice. Earth's leaders monitor the Council's growing net. Admiral Lisa Gray, studying. Map, they're setting the trap. Trade blocked. Communications blocked. We can't call for help. They want us to surrender quietly. She walks across the room. Gray. But we're not quiet people. She taps a button. A hologram shows dozens of cloaked human ships. Not near Earth, but scattered across Council space. Commander Raj Malhotra, grinning. Phase 1 already started. Scene 4. Alien convoy goes dark. A merchant convoy carrying Council supplies disappears near Sector V9. No mayday. No wreckage. Narrator. Council leaders claim it was pirates. But deep inside, fear begins to grow. This isn't chaos. It's precision. Scene 5. Virex investigates. Commander Virex, now a Council outcast, watches quietly. His access to files is limited, but he sees patterns. He compares old Earth battle tactics to the current events. Virex, to himself. They're testing weaknesses. Hitting logistics. Isolating systems. Exactly like they do in jungle warfare. He leans back. Virex, quiet. They're not hiding. They're already inside. Scene 6. Alien interrogation room 2. Captured humans sit calmly as a 4-armed alien interrogator demands answers. Interrogator, angry. Where is your fleet? What is Earth planning? One human smiles. Human soldier. You should ask your. Missing patrols. The interrogator slams the table. The other human leans forward. Second human. Calm. You thought we'd beg. You thought wrong. Scene 7. Council emergency meeting. Panic begins. To Ripple. President, nervous. We isolated Earth. They're supposed to be cut off. Why are our own systems failing? Technician, because they're not attacking from the outside. They're already in. Virex watches silently. His warnings are no longer mocked. But it's too late. Scene 8. Human espionage revealed across several alien worlds. Strange things happen. A council armory loses power for 5 minutes. When it comes back, 30% of weapons are missing. A fleet command AI resets itself, speaking English instead of its native code. A mining planet receives a cargo crate. Inside, a single black flag. Human, narrator. The humans weren't hiding from the war. They were already in it. Scene 9. Suspense builds. Alien Captain's Pova nervous. Alien Patrol Captain, Ulik, investigates a derelict freighter. His team boards the ship. Inside, empty halls, no bodies. Just silence. Narrator, Ulik's thoughts. Where are the crew? There's no blood, no blaster marks, just gone. One soldier finds a message carved into a steel wall. Cornered, not caged. Ulik drops his weapon. Scene 10. Council denial despite clear signs. The Council refuses to admit Earth is fighting back. President, firmly. There is no war. These are isolated incidents. Virex, rising, angry. You still don't see it. You tried to trap a species that evolved inside a trap. They don't panic. They hunt. Silence fills the chamber. Scene 11. Human broadcast. A council data center is hacked. One message appears on every major screen. Voice, calm human. We were peaceful. We asked for friendship. You sent silence. Now you'll hear us. Scene 12. Journalist resurfaces. Alien journalist from Part 1 receives hidden files. Troop losses. Intercepted council lies. And a photo of the Outpost Theta flag, the human symbol still standing. She begins building a report. They wanted war. Earth didn't start it, but Earth knows how to finish it. Scene 13. Cliffhanger ending. Alien Council HQ goes dark for 11 minutes. Entire planet loses power. When systems return, nothing is taken, nothing destroyed, except the Council flag. It is replaced. In its place, fluttering slowly on every screen, a human handprint. In red, with the words, "We warned you." Scene 1. Council broadcast room. The Galactic Council's media chamber is alive with lights. Cameras hover. A polished alien spokesperson adjusts his robe. Behind him, hologram showing fire and destruction. Stage. Council spokesperson, firmly. Today we reveal shocking images. Human warships attacking peaceful trade convoys. Earth's aggression threatens us all. Narrator, voiceover. It was a lie. A perfectly made one. Ships exploded. Screams played. Fires burned. But none of it was real. The Council needed a reason. So they created one. Scene 2. Planet Rethon. Civilian network. Millions of aliens across the galaxy watch the broadcast. Fear spreads. On the planet Rethon, young aliens gasp at the dramatic footage. Rethon mother. I thought Earth was peaceful. Rethon father, nervous. So did we all. Scene 3. Secret Council editing lab. Inside a dark room, Council media engineers finish fabricating videos. A technician, small and bug-eyed, whispers to another. Technician 1. These aren't real ships. We added the human symbols. Technician 2. Shaking. We're turning lies into war. They keep working. No one dares to stop. Scene 4. Human leadership watches back on Earth. Admiral Lisa Gray sits in silence. Her team watches the same fake footage. Commander Raj Malhotra. They think we'll react, that we'll strike and prove them right. Gray. Calm. No, not yet. We don't move on lies, we move on facts. Scene 5. Alien journalist returns, somewhere on a lonely moon. The alien journalist, introduced in Part 1, reviews raw files. She compares the Council's videos with real footage. Narrator, voiceover. Something doesn't fit. Wrong star patterns. No heat signatures. Missing damage markers. She leans forward. Journalist, shocked. This is all fake. She starts a private report. She knows leaking it may cost her life. Scene 6. Human silent strike while the galaxy watches fake war footage. A real mission unfolds. In orbit around a council supply planet, a human infiltration team moves through the shadows. No guns, just hacking tools and stealth drones. Narrator: they don't destroy, they erase. Supply logs vanish, energy cores go cold. Commanders wake to empty arsenals. The humans aren't loud. They are ghosts. Scene 7. Council meeting. Doubt grows inside. The council chamber. The president is surrounded by nervous delegates. Barorian delegate whispers, "We sent fleets to surround Earth, but they do nothing. No attacks, just silence." Another delegate, "Then why are our systems falling apart?" Commander Virex from the side, "Because silence is not surrender, it's warning." No one answers him. Scene 8. Virex uncovers the leak. Virex returns to his private chambers. Using his old command codes, he unlocks restricted war archives. He finds raw footage from Outpost Theta. The truth is clear. Council fired first. Humans begged for peace, then adapted and retaliated only when cornered. He slams his fist against the console. Virex, quietly, "They lied, and now we all pay." Scene 9. Journalist transmission. The alien journalist uploads her report onto a neutral station network. It spreads too fast to delete. Journalist voiceover: "The truth is clear. Earth was targeted, not the attacker. The council acted in fear, not justice." Alien civilians across the galaxy begin to question everything. Scene 10. The first human broadcast. For the first time in weeks, Earth speaks. Every screen in council space flashes white. Then, a calm voice. Admiral Lisa Gray, voice only. "To the people of the galaxy, we know what you've been told. We won't argue, we won't beg, but we will not be caged. And we are not alone." The message ends. No threats, just truth. Scene 11. Reactions across the galaxy in homes, marketplaces, ships, and bars. Aliens listen. Some frown, some doubt, some nod. Narrator voiceover: "Not all will believe. But belief doesn't stop what's already in motion." Scene 12. Council panic. A loud alarm sounds in the council's war room. Dozens of screens flash red. Technician: "Unknown signals across 6 sectors. Human infiltration confirmed in military AI. They've hijacked drone fleets without firing a shot." President shouting, "Block all ports, trace their signals." Technician terrified, "They're not sending signals. They're already in the systems." Scene 13. Earth moves. Admiral Gray meets with global leaders in a secure chamber. Gray: "The galaxy doesn't believe in slow war. They expect fire. But we'll give them something worse." Leader confused: "Worse than war?" Gray cold. Scene 14. Flashback. Human philosophy. Narrator voiceover: "Long ago, Earth's warriors learned the strongest weapon is not always a gun. Sometimes it is truth. Other times, silence. And when silence breaks, there is no going back." Scene 15. Cliffhanger. On a small council outpost, a general wakes to find every screen in his base hacked. Each shows the same message: "You created this war. We created the silence. Now let's see who breaks first." The power cuts out. The base goes dark. Scene 1. Virex's apartment. Knight Commander Virex stares at the dark sky through his window. In his hand, a dusty old book labeled Human Origins, Class D Research. Narrator voiceover: "The council thought they knew humans. They studied Earth, measured ships, analyzed weapons. But they missed one thing: where humans come from." Virex flips to a page, a drawing of ancient humans with spears, fire, and bloodied hands. Virex softly: "They never had peace. They were born in storms." Scene 2. Flashback. Prehistoric Earth. A burning forest, ash in the sky. A human child hides behind rocks. A saber-toothed cat growls nearby. The tribe is gone, but the child doesn't cry. He picks up a rock. Sharpens. It waits. Then attacks. Narrator. The galaxy came from light, peace, and slow evolution. Earth? Earth came from chaos. Scene 3. Alien archive room. An alien historian, Zalara, reads stolen human archives. She shakes her head, confused. Zalara. These creatures. They kill their own. They build weapons, then destroy the world, and rebuild it again. Narrator, voiceover. Where other species avoided conflict, humans used it to grow stronger. Zalara. Why didn't we see this? Another researcher whispers. Researcher. Because the council never wanted us to. Scene 4. Council chamber. Debate. The council president speaks calmly. President. We have cornered Earth systems. Their actions are irrational, but containable. Virex. Rising. You are wrong. You are trying to contain fire with glass. He points to a galactic map. Virex. We watched their machines. We should have watched their history. The room goes quiet. Scene 5. Earth. Underground facility. Admiral Gray meets a group of young officers. On the wall, images of old Earth wars. Gray. Some say humans love war. That's not true. We hate war. But we're better at it than anyone else. Because we had no choice. Scene 6. Flashback montage. Human history. Fast-paced. Spears versus mammoths. Roman legions. Trench warfare. Mushroom clouds burning cities. Rebuilding them. Launching into space with broken rockets. Colonies on Mars. Built with hands covered in blood and dust. Narrator. Pain was never a stranger to Earth. That's what the galaxy forgot. Scene 7. Alien rebel message in a hidden rebel ship. Alien groups who distrust the council play a human documentary. Rebel alien leader. They were never monsters. They were survivors. They pass around a human phrase. You don't corner a species that grew up fighting the dark. Scene 8. Council intel room. Shocking discovery. Technician study Earth's current status. Technician. Sir. They've stopped defending. No shields up, no attacks. General. Maybe they gave up? Technician, shaking. No. They're pulling back. Repositioning, gathering power. General, for what? Technician, quiet. I don't know. But it's not defense. It's preparation. Scene 9. Alien journalist broadcasts. Alien journalist finally speaks openly. Journalist to camera. They say Earth is unpredictable. That's wrong. Earth is predictably terrifying when threatened. She shows footage of Earth's evolution. Volcanoes, wars, famines, floods, plagues, bombs, yet they still stand. Journalist. This is not a violent race. This is a race that learned to survive anything, including you. Scene 10. Council war room. Panic grows. More alien colonies go silent. Ships disappear. Satellites reset. No blood, no battles. Just systems failing. Narrator. Humans weren't fighting with bombs. They were breaking the galaxy without firing. Scene 11. Virex's realization. Virex whispers to himself. Watching satellite feeds. Virex. They're not lashing out. They're pulling the string from the inside. Quiet. Precise. He looks at the map of council-controlled systems. Small red dots spreading like a virus. Virex. Cold. This isn't war. This is a message. Scene 12. Earth diplomatic broadcast. Earth sends out a second transmission. No threats. Just words. Human voice. Calm, proud. We came from storms, not peace. From fire, not light. And when the galaxy turned against us, we didn't scream, we remembered. Cut to black. Scene 13. Human proverb shared among aliens. A phrase from Earth starts spreading through rebel alien networks. Hard times create strong people. Strong people create peace. Peace creates weakness. Weakness creates hard times. They begin to understand. Earth is not here to dominate. Earth is here because they survived what no one else could. Scene 14. Cliffhanger ending on a council-controlled planet. A massive computer core goes offline. Its internal cameras show only one thing before blackout: a single human handprint. In red, with one line beneath, "Now you know." Scene 1. Council celebration. A massive council hall is filled with music and lights. The council has convinced most of the galaxy that Earth is being handled. Council president to delegates. Earth is silent. Their systems are cornered. Their worlds are isolated. The council has ensured peace through control. The crowd cheers. But one face does not celebrate. Commander Virex watches quietly. Virex to himself. Control is not peace. And silence is not surrender. Scene 2. Planet Calor Prime, 312 Amcolor Prime. A major banking world sleeps under starlight. Suddenly, blackout. Every light goes out. Screens go dark. A whisper passes between cities. The systems are failing. At the central finance tower, panicked engineers scream. "Engineer, the backup vaults are wiped. Transactions reversed. Every currency code erased." Technician, "It's not a virus. It's human." Scene 3. Earth's hidden broadcast. In a dark control room beneath Earth's surface, Admiral Lisa Gray watches the chaos unfold across council banking systems. "Admiral Gray, calm. They locked us out of the galaxy. So we unlocked their foundations." Scene 4. Montage. Silent attacks. Narrator, voiceover. "It wasn't warfleets or invasions. It was precision. It was numbers. It was..." The first burn. Council warships receive false orders and fire on each other. Military A is start reciting human philosophy quotes. Public networks glitch, showing old human history clips. On one planet, every advertisement suddenly plays a single message. "You lit the match. We simply showed you the fire." Scene 5. Panic in the markets. On over 30 planets, economic collapse begins. Trading hubs crash. Ship fuel pricing resets. Civil unrest grows. Alien merchant, "My credits are gone." Alien citizen, "The machines won't take my ID." Council banker, "It's not just us. The galaxy is melting." Scene 6. Virex's confrontation. Vix enters the council chamber, throwing a datapad across the floor. A hologram shows synchronized cyber attacks, all traced to human-occupied space. Virex, angrily, "You wanted a war of force. They gave you a war of control." President, shaken, "Why didn't we see this coming?" Virex, cold, "Because you thought they'd act like you." Scene 7. Journalist broadcasts again. The alien journalist speaks to a now divided galaxy. Journalist, calm, intense, "The council said Earth was irrational. But what do you call striking silently, surgically, and without loss of life? They didn't burn cities. They burned control." Scene 8. Council collapse begins. Several alien civilizations begin to pull away from the council. Narrator, voiceover. One by one, allies question their allegiance. One by one, colonies go independent. The council's web starts to tear. In one rebel system, graffiti on a wall shows Earth's red handprint with a single line: "Respect earns peace. Control earns fire." Scene 9. Earth's message to the galaxy. Admiral Gray sits before a simple camera. No armor, no threat. Just truth. Gray, to camera, "You tried to cage us. We didn't fight. You spread lies. We stayed quiet. But when you took our voice, we rewrote your song." She leans forward slightly. Gray, quiet, "This isn't our full power. This is a warning." Scene 10. Flashback. Human test simulation. Narrator, voiceover. 10 years ago, Earth ran simulations. They asked, if the galaxy turned on us, what would we do? The answer: don't strike first. Strike where it hurts most. Make it look like nothing happened until it's too late. Scene 11. Council division fighting breaks out among Council members. Barorian delegate, furious. They're inside our systems. This was supposed to be easy. Sarthian delegate. You believed propaganda over experience. Commander Varex warned you. President, desperate. Do we strike Earth now? Do we send the fleets? A pause. Technician, quietly. We can't. We don't know what they've already done. Scene 12. Human AI transmission hijacks Council network suddenly. Across Council communications, a human AI appears. It has no face, just a voice. Human AI. Calm, robotic. This is not an attack. This is your last invitation. Screens go black again. Scene 13. Civilian reactions across the galaxy. Some call for peace. Some call for retaliation. But most stay quiet. Because they finally see the truth. Narrator. Humans never wanted war. But they don't fear it. They shape it. Scene 14. Varex's choice. Virex stands before a small ship. He prepares to leave Council space. Aid. Where will you go, Varex? Resolute. To Earth, not as a spy, as a witness. Scene 15. Cliffhanger ending on the edge of a distant Council colony. The power grid fails. Again, a child points to the sky. A human scout drone flies past. It doesn't fire. It simply drops a small object. A metal card. On it, this was the first burn. The next one won't be silent. The drone vanishes. Narrator. The galaxy asked for silence. Earth gave them fire. Cut to black. Scene 1. Council war room. Final orders. The Council chamber is tense. Lights are dim. Delegates watch holograms of collapsing trade routes and rogue systems turning against them. President, coldly. We've tried silence, diplomacy, control. Now we strike Earth. Barorian general. We'll send elite units. Fast, silent, deep insertion. Sarthian. Officer, concerned. What if the humans are waiting? President, arrogant. They don't expect this. They've been too quiet. Scene 2. Elite strike team. Planetfall. Council stealth ship enters Earth's atmosphere, invisible to most radars. On board, 12 soldiers from 6 different species. The best of the best. Their goal, capture Earth's command center, disable Earth's AI core, end human coordination from within. They land silently in the ruins of a city once known as Washington. Narrator. But Earth was already ready. Scene 3. The city feels wrong. The alien squad moves through the city. No gunfire. No drones. No resistance. SARTHE and Scout. Why is there no one here? The streets are cracked. Buildings burned. But it's not fresh damage. It's old. Squad commander, this isn't a battlefield. It's a memory. Scene 4. Clues in the ash. They find scattered objects. Old human flags, broken radios, child's toy, a photo of soldiers hugging, but no humans. No bodies, no scent of life. Barorian soldier whispers. We were told Earth was the lion's den. Sarthian, looking around. Then where is the lion? Scene 5. Human message in a subway tunnel. They enter an old metro station. 1. Wall has words scratched into steel. You're not inside the lion's den. The lion is inside yours. Suddenly, lights flicker. Scene 6. Earth's ghost defense system activates. Hidden turrets don't fire. They scan. Cloaked drones move around the team, but don't engage. A Council soldier panics and shoots a drone. The shot bounces off. The drone hovers. Then speaks. Human AI voice, calm. You're not the prey, you're the guests. But guests don't stay too long. Scene 7. Varex arrives on Earth in a different location. Commander Varex arrives at Earth's orbit under white flag protocols. He's met by humans unarmed. Calm, but watching. Human diplomat. You warned them, now you see what they chose. Varex. Quietly. I thought Earth was still the battlefield. Diplomat. No, this planet is the past, the future is already walking through theirs. Scene 8, Strike Team discovers the truth. The strike team reaches what should be Earth's AI command center. It's empty, cold, dead. A single screen turns on. Message on screen. We left long before you came. While you looked here, we were already in your homes. They realize Earth's power isn't centered on Earth anymore. It's in space. Scene 9, Fleet activity detected. Council systems. Across multiple Council-controlled systems, alarms begin. Space docks breached, planetary shields disabled, drones activated from within. Entire fleets suddenly locked out of their own command codes. Narrator. Humanity didn't defend Earth. They made Earth the distraction. Scene 10, Rebel factions. Join Earth. Alien rebel fleets begin broadcasting alliance with Earth. Rebel leader. The Council lied. Earth showed us the truth. We now stand with the only species that never surrendered. A giant screen shows the red human handprint. Now next to alien emblems. Scene 11. Council begins to collapse inside. The Council. Systems shut down. Delegates flee. Member worlds declare neutrality or rebellion. President, furious. How did they do this? Technician, terrified. They were never trapped. We were. They let us lock the door. Then they took the key. Scene 12. Last message to the strike team on Earth. The final message plays for the strike team. Human AI voice, soft. You came to hunt ghosts. But we are not ghosts. We are wind. You feel us. Too late. One soldier screams, "Soldier, extract now." They run to the landing site. But their ship is gone. Just vapor. A final message appears in the sky, projected in crimson light. This was never our prison. It was your mirror. Scene 13. Cliffhanger ending cut. To a massive fleet, human aligned, rising above a Council capital planet. Narrator, voiceover. They thought Earth was a lion's den. They didn't know. Earth was the lion. Fade to black. Scene 1. Virex witnesses Earth's calm. Commander Virex stands on a mountain overlooking the human city. Children play. Farmers plant. Drones fly peacefully. Virex, confused. They're not preparing for war. They're living. Human diplomat, softly. Because the war already passed through here. Now it moves elsewhere. Scene 2. The strike team is captured back in the ruins of Washington. The alien strike team surrenders. But no soldiers appear. No prison walls rise. Instead, holograms surround them, showing Council war crimes. Human AI voice. You came for violence. You'll stay for truth. Each alien watches recordings. Colonies bombed by Council fleets. Civilizations erased from history. Peace offers rejected with arrogance. Sarthian. Soldier, ashamed. We never saw this. We were never told. Scene 3. The Galactic Court. Reborn on the moon of Yatros. A forgotten court hall lights up again after 200 years. Voice echoes across the stars. The Galactic Court of Conscience has reconvened. The first accused. The Council. Human-built drones transmit evidence across thousands of systems. Aliens watch in silence as proof of Council corruption floods every screen. Scene 4. Former. Council worlds speak up. Planets once loyal to the Council begin to resist. The Karen system removes Council flags. The Velen Coalition joins Earth's diplomatic alliance. The Rax Confederation sends ships, not to fight, but to testify. Rax leader, broadcast. We were told to fear humans, but it was not Earth that lied to us. It was the ones who spoke in the Council's name. Scene 5. A turning point. The trial begins at the Galactic Court. Human representatives speak calmly. Human Ambassador Gray. We do not seek revenge. We seek justice, and we offer a choice. The Council is given two options. Dismantle peacefully, surrendering control. Face global exposure, collapse, and revolt. The galaxy waits. Scene 6. Backlash within the Council. Inside Council space. Riots begin, data leaks. Explode, council members turn on each other council president. Desperate, they're controlling the narrative. Advisor. No, they're showing the one you tried to bury. Scene 7. Humanity's quiet strategy. Narrator. Voiceover. Humanity never outnumbered their enemies. They outthought them. While the council fought wars, humans built truth networks while fleets trained for combat. Humans studied law, data, and weakness, while the galaxy mocked humans for being emotional. They turned their pain into precision. Scene 8. Alien citizens demand justice across the galaxy. Alien civilians now chant a strange word: Earthian justice. Protests rise. In the council capital, a statue is defaced. Graffiti says, "You judged Earth. Now Earth judges you." Scene 9. Virex speaks to the galaxy commander. Virex speaks in front of the galactic court. Virex firm. I once believed humans were dangerous because they were unpredictable, but now I see they are dangerous because they are principled. He pauses. Virex. And we feared honor more than chaos. Scene 10. Humanity's final offer. Admiral Gray addresses the galaxy from a deep space station. Gray, you don't need to serve Earth. You don't need to fight the council. You simply need to ask, who are your leaders? And who do they truly serve? Gray will not conquer you, but will help you free yourselves. A map shows human aid ships traveling to rebel colonies, not with weapons, but with medicine. Food, energy tech. Scene 11. Silent attacks cease. Human cyber attacks stop. Fleets pull back. The galaxy holds its breath. Why stop now? A final message appears in every language. Judgment was never about punishment. It was about truth. Scene 12. The council president resigns in front of a live broadcast. The council president steps down. President, shaken. I believed fear would hold this galaxy together. But fear built nothing. Only silence, and Earth broke the silence. Scene 1-3. A new galactic charter in a bright hall. Once silent, a new charter is signed. Earth joins as an equal. Other planets gain independence. No species holds a throne. Narrator. It took fire to burn down the lies, but it took clarity to build something new. Scene 14. Humanity walks away on a quiet Earth station. Admiral Gray and Virex sit together. Virex, curious. You won. Why not rule? Gray, smiling. Because ruling isn't power. Walking away is. They both look at the stars. Scene 15. Cliffhanger ending in a distant corner of the galaxy. A shadow watches from a forgotten system. Unknown species. Unknown ships. One voice speaks in the dark. So, the humans awaken. Narrator. The council fell. The galaxy changed. But the story isn't over. It's just wider now. Cut to black. Scene 1. The silence after victory. 1 week after the council collapse. Across the galaxy, battles are over. Propaganda screens. Our dark age ships move quietly, rebuilding but in deep space. Near a black sector marked forbiddens in council records. A probe vanishes. No explosion. No sound. Just erased. Scene 2. The Watchers wake a massive chamber. Silent for thousands of years. Stone-like beings rise. Machines hum. Machines older than any race. A voice deep, cold, ancient. The experiment has changed. The anomaly grows. They don't speak of humans. They say, the variable. And they begin to move. Scene 3. Earth detects the echo on Earth. Strange frequencies begin to appear. Ghost signals and deep space patterns repeating in gravity. Wells language embedded in cosmic radiation. The signal is not a threat. It's a test. Earth I to Gray. This was hidden under the council's nose, buried in deep star logic. Admiral Gray. Or maybe the council was hiding from something. Scene 4. Virex shares a secret. Virex approaches Earth's diplomats with an old relic, a metallic cube, older than the council itself. Virex whispers. My species found this centuries ago. It mapped the stars, but only after humans began spaceflight. Then it changed. Inside the cube, a star chart. One system blinks, a system removed from every known map. Coordinates: X17, null spiral, scene 5. Humanity sends one ship. Earth doesn't send a fleet. They send one vessel crewed by humans and alien allies. Its name, Pioneer's Wake. Its mission, contact or close. Gray to crew. You are not going to win. You are going to understand. Or to make sure no one ever finds what waits there. Scene 6. The null spiral. As the ship enters the null spiral system, light bends strangely, time stretches. The crew begins hearing things, memories, thoughts that aren't theirs. They pass broken ships from unknown species, thousands of years old. Crew member whispers, this place remembers us. Scene 7. A living planet at the center. A planet, not dead, not alive, something between. The crew lands. The air shifts to match their biology. The sky shows them their childhood stars. Then a voice, calm, genderless, inside their minds. You are the first anomaly to reach this far. You are the first to look without command. Why have you come? Scene 8. Humanity answers the old ones. Captain Soul is human. We came because we were feared. We were hunted. We didn't break rules. We broke the ones who made rules. Without reason, the entity responds. So you seek judgment? Captain, no, we already gave judgment. Now, we ask the same of you. Scene 9. Truth revealed. The entity shows the crew a vision. The council was not the top. It was built long ago as a containment ring, designed to keep humanity from reaching this point, because in ancient models, one species always broke. The system. And in every simulation, it was the species with imagination, loss, and rage. Humans. Scene 10. The forked choice. The entity offers Earth a final choice. Forget this place, and live freely, ignorant but safe. Retain this knowledge and join the higher plane, but bring chaos into it. Captain, to the team, this isn't about peace. This is about responsibility. Are we ready for what's beyond the edge? Scene 11. The decision. Earth's ship sends back one message. We remember everything. The entity nods. The system begins to fold, not collapse, but upgrade. Humanity has ascended in the records of the Ancient Ones, not as a virus, but as a successor. Scene 12. The galaxy reacts back home. Earth glows brighter. Ships begin moving through space with new math. Time isn't just linear anymore. Diplomats speak in dreams. Gravity becomes a tool. No war, no conquest, just evolution. Scene 13. Final voice. A message plays across the galaxy. You feared the humans. Now you must follow them, or be left behind. The council fell. The stars changed. And at the edge of forever, humanity did not blink.